Hey guys, it's Nicholas here from upgradeyourlife.com, and in this video we are going to talk about the state akin to sleep, aka SATs, the importance of simple things. So there are some people that think this is absolutely not important and I absolutely don't have to know what this is or apply it, and then there are also some people that overcomplicate this and think they have to meditate like 10 hours to be in this in the state akin to sleep state, then do their imaginal scene. So in this video, I want to talk with you about how to do this the right way, why this is important, and also Neville has covered that some people, they slightening the importance of those simple and little things, which play a huge role in the overall process. Before I jump into the video, just a quick side note. If you want to learn more, you can check out my free masterclass. In there, I talk about how to manifest your goals and live more self-empowered without fluff, without woo-woo, without any hype. It's just straight to the point talk from me. And also, you can check out the second link, which is application for a free call with me to see if we are a good fit to work together in my program, if you're interested in working together with me. So with that, let's jump into today's video. Now, here are some quotes from Neville Goddard. He said, "People have a habit of slightening the importance of simple things, and the suggestion to create a state akin to sleep in order to aid you in assuming that which reason and your senses deny is one of the simple things you might slight. However, this simple formula in changing the future can be proved by all." So, like Neville said, right? He always suggests us when he talks about his 3 steps, like know what you want, create a scene that implies you have it, and then immobilize the body. And in the state akin to sleep, you imagine it and bring it in the here and now. People sometimes don't do this. He says that it is actually important, right? It helps you to assume that what your reason and your senses and your logical mind will right now deny, and will tell you it's not here yet and it's not possible and stuff like that. But in this relaxed state, it's definitely easier to assume that, to occupy that, to imagine that, than when you do it like in the middle of the rush or in your day-to-day life. So that's why he suggests us this state akin to sleep. That is why this is also, in my opinion, so important. When I imagine some things and when I manifested some of my goals, I also did like that. I lied down a little bit, I relaxed maybe in the afternoon or sometimes also in the evening, and I just imagined that, right? So he says, immobilize the physical body and induce a state akin to sleep. Then mentally feel yourself right into the proposed action. Imagine all the while that you are actually performing the action here and now. You must participate in the imaginary action, not merely stand back and look on, but feel that you are actually performing the action, so that the imaginary sensation is real to you. And in this, like alone in this quote, in my personal opinion, there are so many like diamonds, like so many drops of wisdom. So we have to definitely talk about this one. Now, first of all, immobilize the physical body and induce state akin to sleep. Right, which means you can literally like lay down, relax. I will at the end of this video give you an explanation so that you can do this like step by step and really easy. Again, this is not rocket science. It's state akin to sleep. It's not a deep meditative state. And then people talk about those different brain waves. And yes, I mean, this is all true and all important to some degree, but don't make it complicated, right? Sit down, relax, close your eyes, chill. Take some breaths, and then you're good to go. You don't have to do sorts of crazy things in order to get into this state. And then mentally, right, feel yourself right into the proposed action. Imagine all the while that you are actually performing the action here and now. You must participate in the imaginary action, not merely stand back and look at it, but feel that you're performing the action. So first of all, he says in the here and now. Right, so there is a difference if you imagine yourself like climbing a ladder and you see your back and you see yourself like from a distance climbing the ladder, or that you actually climb the ladder and you see maybe your hands, or you feel that you're going upwards and you are actually doing it. There's a difference, and This is actually what's meant by feeling it real. So many people, until this point today, they talk when they say feeling is a secret, which is one of Neville's books. And when you talk about imagining something, they say with feelings, bring in your feelings and emotions and euphoric stuff. But it's not true, guys. Don't fall for that. Don't trust that. Emotions are like a byproduct of your state, and they may arise when you shift and imagine that thing, but that's not what you should focus on. So, right, you feel that you're actually doing the action right now, performing the action right now, and that your imaginary sensation is real to you. Remember, imagination is spiritual sensation. When you imagine something, you spiritually sense something that is there, that is real, that is here right now. It's just not within your physical point of view, but it is there, it is existing, it is real. You cannot imagine something that's not there yet. So if you want to learn more how to do this the right way, how to imagine the right way, and really get this on a deeper level, check out the video I did called How to Imagine Correctly. I will link it above. And that's it, right? So it's really important to stay again to sleep. We mobilize the physical body, so it's easier done when you lay down, when you sit down, when your body is still, and then you feel yourself right into that. And so I must emphasize the necessity of inducing the drowsy state where you can become attentive without effort. So you don't have to make this effort, and when you're currently driving in the car and you have to do effort to don't focus on what you're doing right now and focus on your imaginary scene. But that's not what we want to do. We want to make it easy. This does not mean that you cannot imagine while you drive or while you do dishes. Those are awesome ways to also imagine, but it's just saying that it is easier while you are in the state akin to sleep, right? You can imagine throughout the whole day if you want to, and you should do that. But when you really want to do this in a relaxed way, do it in a state akin to sleep, and realize that this is important because there is no effort required. You are relaxed, you don't focus on the physical body, and you can focus merely on and directly on experiencing that which you want to experience. And it is a state akin to sleep, but one in which you are still in control of the direction of attention, which means it's like this state where you are relaxed, your mind is really calm, you're not focused on thoughts and everything that's going on in your life, but also you're not sleeping. It's this middle kind of stage. So you must learn to induce this state at will, but experience has taught that it is more easily induced after, for example, a meal or when you wake up in the morning or also in the evening. Because then you are automatically a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more tending to fall asleep or just not be so focused on everything that's going on in your life. So lay on the bed or relax in a chair and imagine that you're sleepy. Right? You can also just feel yourself sleepy and be, shift more and more into that state. And then with your eyelids closed and your attention focused on the action you intend to experience. Okay? There are many stories. For example, the story where Neville also manifested his one of his trips. He just he discovered that there's no opportunity for him to get back to New York, and he sat down in a chair and he imagined himself that he's going to this ship and actually approaching this ship so that he found a way to go to New York. And that's only what he did. So he relaxed in his chair, he closed his eyes, he imagined himself touching the gateway that it's leading to the ship. Don't pin me down on the correct story right here. I read everything, but I don't know the nitty-bitty details. But it's nearly like that, and he just imagined that he's feeling, he's touching this way upwards to the ship and smelling the air, feeling the salt in his nose and all of that stuff. And eventually, some hours later, he got a call that there is a place free and that he can go. So you see, exactly how he describes it, right? He induced the state akin to sleep, he relaxed in his chair, he closed his eyes, and even after that, I think he said that he drifted off to sleep. And so he imagined that his goal, right? He imagined something that implied for him that he achieved his goal. And I also did this, right? Sometimes when the weather is nice outside and I'm reading something outside, I sit down outside, I close my eyes, and I just imagine the thing that implies my end. Really easily, really effortlessly. I sometimes also do it at evening before I drift off to sleep. But you don't have to only do it at those two occasions. Now, the easiest way to get into this calm and into this sleepy-like state is this, right? First of all, just take a seat on a chair with armrest if possible, but it's not required, or on your bed, and just pay attention, first of all, to the incoming and outgoing breath and thoughts. So literally become still. It's like when you do the I am meditation, or just when you want to relax, right? So you can do this before you go to bed, because then you are naturally calming down and your body is knowing that it's going to sleep. So this will happen naturally. But you can also induce this at will. Like Neville said, you can practice to induce this just at a normal day when you have a break at work, or just sit on your couch and you just do it then. Then after some breaths, this sleep-like state, this state akin to sleep, where you're still awake, but you're really drowsy, will set in automatically. And it's just important that you don't force things. Okay, you don't want to force things and sit down and be like, oh yeah, I'm chilled, and I have to imagine it really quickly. That's not the purpose, right? We really want to do this relaxed, at ease, and realize it's important so that our mind gets not distracted from like current circumstances, current thoughts, and all of this stuff. And then when you feel relaxed and like your mind is still, then you imagine your scene that implies the fulfillment of your goal. Then you really start to like imagine or say, isn't it wonderful? Or start the revision and revise scenes that you would like to revise, okay? Again, it is important for me to understand that you can imagine throughout your whole day, which I also do. When I sit on my desk, when I'm at the shower, like I consciously more and more imagine, because I know that imagination creates reality. However, it's easy. It's also, still until this day, definitely easier for me to do it in a state akin to sleep. So when I go to bed, or when I wake up, or when I'm sitting in the sun, relaxed, like I explained to you before, right? There are many different ways. It's just that this is important. If you have a really crazy mind and you want to still down, then induce this state and then start the process. Then you will see it's easy to focus your attention on the thing desired, on the end goal. So that's it for this video. I assume that you understand this. Again, if you have questions, leave them in the comments down below. Let me know your experiences with the state akin to sleep, if you like it, if you use it, if you don't use it. I'm really interested in that. For me, it's important. For me, I would highly recommend this to everyone. It is a part of the process if you want to really do it like effortlessly. That's it for this video. Thank you really much, guys. Bye.